Tom Brady news, I would say, is significant news. I mean, it's like one of the best players in the last couple years of the NFL. He's had a pretty good career, and he's thinking about switching teams. I'd say like probably a top 5 quarterback of the modern era. So we're going to talk about it. And I put together a quick list of my power ranking, my top 4 teams that Tom Brady could go to that would just piss off Patriots and Patriots fans. Ready?
Okay.
Number 1, New York Giants.
I'll save my number 2 thing. Oh, yeah, wait. New York Giants. Go ahead.
New York Giants. Going to New York Giants, I think that would really piss off Hank and other New England fans. Am I right on that one, Hank?
Yes.
Number 2, Indianapolis. The rivalry is back on again.
Will that piss you off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 3, Pittsburgh. And then number 4, just the Buccaneers, because I actually think that they're the weirdest uniform that I could ever imagine Tom Brady in. It's no longer the Dallas Cowboys. It's no longer the Jaguars. It's now officially in my head the Buccaneers.
Well, not to throw a challenge flag on that one, but we actually don't know what the Bucs uniforms look like because they're changing.
Are they tooling them?
Yeah, so they could maybe their new uniforms are just the Patriots uniforms, and that's their pitch to Tom Brady.
There's no law that says that you can't just steal somebody's uniform.
Right. So I still think it's Vikings would be the weirdest uniform just because the purple would be jarring, but that's a good list. What do you say?
I was going to say, what if he went to the Bengals just to kind of beat the NFL in expert mode?
I mean, that would be – a lot of people have been saying the reverse, that Bill Belichick would be interested in Andy Dalton because if you can win a Super Bowl with Andy Dalton, then everyone will say, wow, this guy can do anything. He can walk on water.
Right.
Is there a part of you that thinks that Tom Brady wants to go to another team just so that he can beat the Patriots and then he can say he beat every single team in the NFL? I think he'd be the first person to do that. Maybe Brett Favre did.
Every single team?
Yeah,
Brett Favre probably did it.
He probably did.
Drew Brees, maybe.
No, because he's. Oh, yeah. Do you think he ever beat the Saints?
It might have been. He might have thrown a touchdown against every team.
Either way, let's just say that's a stat because it sounds cool.
Yeah, he could beat every single team. Or what? How about this? If he went to the Chargers, and then
Brett Favre and Drew Brees
once and for all,
good call.
He was better than Eli Manning.
Okay.
If he's able to win with the Chargers.
So in like real talk here for a second, Peyton Manning beat every team. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. There's actually probably been done like 17 times, and I'm just an idiot. But in real talk, I still don't think that he's going to leave. And I know this is playing right into what Jeff Darlington was saying. His point, which was everyone needs to get over the fact that like in your heart of hearts, you're like, wait, he's not going to leave. There's no way. I still don't think he's going to leave, but I also am always like kind of a little cautious when it comes to these. The Kawhi thing was a perfect example. LeBron, when he, went to Miami, this is prime. If you've ever had a conversation with Tom Brady, you are now a source for a big story and all those people talk. And I feel like Tom Brady doesn't even know what he's going to do. But, his friend from 5 years ago is like, I'm pretty close to Tom, and I could tell you definitively he's leaving. So it's big-time source season where anyone who's ever had a cup of coffee with him can be part of a story.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. Hank, how are you feeling about all this? What's your poop meter at?
My poop meter is probably mid-level poop.
Did it go up today?
Yeah, it went up, and I talked to some of my fellow Patriots compadres in the office, and their poop meters were up, which I wasn't expecting, and that kind of raised my awareness.
So, gun to your head right now, all three of us.
Patriots.
Okay.
Gun to your head. PFT, what do you say?
Gun to my head. I'm going to be the guy in the media that says he's going to be a Patriot. I guarantee. I've heard from sources close to Tom Brady, Hank, that he's going to be a New England Patriot.
Wait, no, but Hank's sources actually said the opposite.
But Hank is my source.
Right.
Hank just said Tom Brady's going to be a Patriot.
Oh, true.
So Hank is my source, and Hank is close to the Patriots. Ipso facto, I am reporting sources are telling me he's going back to the Patriots.
Okay, so I'll say Patriots too because Leroy's my source. So
Leroy's
owner told me, which makes me believe that Leroy probably said something to him. So I'm going to say – so this podcast as a whole, we're now staking our reputation that we don't really care about, and if we're wrong, who the fuck cares? But we are staking our reputation definitively that he will still be a Patriot.
Yeah, and I'm honestly just believing that because it's the scenario that would make me – it's the least exciting of all the scenarios.
Right.
And Tom Brady has always been a very unexciting great quarterback. And so I see this fitting the pattern where he's going to go back to New England, probably win one more Super Bowl, make me roll my eyes a bunch, and then Hank is going to hold it over us for the rest of our lives.
The build up to these big free agency things, it always doesn't really like deliver. So I agree with you there. We're all going to be like, oh my God, he could go here, he could go there, and then he's going to end up he's probably going to rebuy his house that he sold, or he probably didn't even sell it. He's probably going to take it down.
It's on the market still.
That's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a fucking ad for like the real estate market. He's basically going to announce that he's staying in Boston by going to his front lawn and taking the for sale sign down.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's just mad at his neighbors, so he's putting up a for sale sign, having a bunch of people stop by all the time, clog up the streets with traffic. People are parking in front of his nosy neighbors' driveways. He's just probably in a good old-fashioned neighborhood feud.
Yes. So, all right. So, to wrap up the Tom Brady talk real quick, Hank, I have one last thing for you. Are you prepared? Because I know you think that people are going to pick on you and Patriots fans, but are you prepared for this is just going to be a story whether you like it or not for the next month? Like, it's no avoiding this. This is going to be talked about pretty much on every show. It's going to be the number one sports story until maybe March Madness gets here.
Yeah, I've fully expected that since the season ended.
Okay. Any other news from the combine? We heard that maybe Phillip Rivers to the Colts, which I think you actually said on Monday's show, PFT.
Yeah. Phillip Rivers has interest in the Colts, and Leroy, per his sources, he's had 4 independent people tell him that are close to the situation. Not making this up. These are actually people that are tied into the situation, that Phillip Rivers is highly considering becoming an Indianapolis Colt, and that talks are kind of bubbling up under the surface. I don't know what the tampering rules are, so I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. But I've heard that maybe probably like 3 or 4 of Phillip Rivers' children have been in touch with the Colts about the daycare situation there. So it looks like he's going to be going to Indy.
Interesting. So we also went out to dinner last night. We got to see Doug Peterson's hair up close and personal. He was sitting
Majestic.
at the bar. It was awesome. He's got it's pillow soft. His hair looks so soft. I don't know what conditioner he uses, but you can just feel the softness, even though I didn't feel his hair, but I wanted to.
Yeah, you could feel the softness through your eyes. It looked like a raccoon got shot directly on top of his head and just immediately went totally limp. I wanted to walk up to him and just pet him.
Yes.